everyone, welcome back to another scrapbook layout video, and today I am doing another challenge for my little scrapbook store's online crop. This is a challenge that Heather from Heather's Crafty Life, a lot of you probably know her here on YouTube, she put this sketch up as her challenge. So she also went live for my little scrapbook store, and when we do that, Michelle puts whatever we use, like our sketch, if we want, up for the challenges. So the sketch that I did is also a challenge, and this was her sketch. I'm going to follow it fairly closely, maybe. I do keep out, oh, sorry for my squeaky chair. I got to get used to doing these voiceovers in different locations now, but I wanted to use this pink paper with the bees on it. I've mentioned this during the live if you were there and joined with me. I had kind of been saving it. I took these photos. So my mom during this quarantine has been going on a lot of walks, and she's been taking a lot of photos just of random things along the walks, and I've really been enjoying it. And so I started doing the same thing. You know, I took my family out for a few walks taking pictures, and one day we came home and there was this little bee on this dandelion, and so I took a picture of him. And this is a really random thing kind of for me to scrapbook, but I was really amazed. If you zoom in on that middle picture there, if you look really close at it, I don't know how well you could tell on the video, but that bee is just covered in pollen, and it was so amazing to me to see that. So I really thought, you know what, I'm going to document this, and I've got this really cute bee paper, so why not, you know? So I encourage you, I used to feel like all of the pictures I scrapbooked should have a person in them or something like that, you know, just simple little things like this bee isn't something I used to ever scrapbook. And then I got inspired by my friend Terry, and she would have all these beautiful pictures that she took of flowers and leaves and all kinds of random, you know, life things. And so I started being more open to scrapbooking stuff like this, and I just love it. I don't care if 20 years from now nobody cares about this. It'll be neat to see, you know, maybe what if bees are extinct someday and, you know, we have this picture of it, you know, you never know. So by the way, I really hope bees aren't extinct someday, but you know what I mean. So if you are the type of person who really struggles with only scrapbooking photos that have people in it, give it a try. Go out and take some pictures of something totally random, a pretty flower, something, and scrapbook it and see how it makes you feel. I just really, I'm making sure my phone's off. Oh, good. I turned it off just now. Glad that didn't make any noise. It really is, I don't know, if you enjoy the process, that's really all that matters, right? So you can see so far I am following Heather's sketch. She has for her sketch a banner piece, like one of these big background pieces she made into a banner. I did not do that. No reason why. I think I just didn't want to cover up any of this bee paper. And the other thing with her photos is she has, like, they look to me to be about 3x4 size, and they're all matted, I think even twice on the sketch. I don't remember, it's at the beginning you saw it. So by the way, this is another challenge. Again, I will link below to the Facebook group. Please let Michelle know that Heather B sent you. I'm saying that because you can say Heatherbalz, my last name's a little weird to say, but since she does have this other Heather, I do like it if she knows that you came from me, so she knows that I am totally supporting her. But like I was saying, Heather's sketch had the 3 photos trimmed about 3x4 size and double matted. And I didn't want to cut mine that small. I really liked the size of these. I did cut them down to 3.5x5, and I'm going to leave them at that. So I didn't leave any spaces in between them. So this is going to be my layout. This layout is different from what I'm used to doing. So is the next one that I will do. You will see that in the next video. I get one more layout done with this collection, which I'm surprised I even got that much done. You'll see that in the next process. I am down to a lot of scraps. So I wanted to do my title, and again, I wanted to use up these letters are made to perfectly coordinate. They came with the kit, so I definitely wanted to use these up. But I wanted my title to be Busy Bee or Busy Little Bee or something like that, and I only had enough, just one E left. So I'm going to take the F, and I'm going to rig it, you know, Jimmy rig it, or however you say that, to B and E, and it actually works if you look close enough. I did put it in the middle of the B and the last E, and it's not the last letter, so it doesn't have most of your attention. It's like sometimes, so I think that kind of helps hide it a little bit. You can see I did use my Thickers alignment tool for this. I rarely use that. Sometimes it's really handy if you aren't sure where the title's going to go, but I would suggest not using it in the way I did, where you pull it up for these stickers. After I did that, it kind of bent the bottom of those letter stickers, and I even had to go add some wet adhesive later on. So if you have that, I suggest not using that ruler like that. You can use it to line them up, just don't pull the ruler from underneath and kind of bend them. So you can tell now that that E, unless you looked really close, it's not very obvious. So it turned out pretty well. I was happy with that. Now I'm just going through, you can kind of see that I just have a bunch of leftovers. I did punch out with a 2-inch punch from that 4x6 card. It says, enjoy the little things. I thought that was pretty good for this layout, you know, because the bees, it's just enjoying, you know, this little bee. And I thought it was actually pretty cool because I've tried to take pictures of bees before and they fly at you and you're like, whoa. So I was happy that this guy, he didn't care that I was there, and he let me get, you know, I zoomed in with my phone, and so that helped quite a bit. But yeah, he was happy. He didn't care I was there, and he was good to go with his little pollen count there. So I have that enjoy the little things, and I have inked all my edges with my black close to my heart ink. You guys probably already know that. I am trying to work on clusters now. Before I did this layout, I did sit out while my son was doing something. I was kind of helping him. So I was in the living room and I fussy cut, some of those flowers, 5 or 6 of them, I'm not sure. You can see one in the top left there, and there's one on the left-hand side of the page. And then these 2 little ones, I believe I fussy cut both these. I can't remember. They might be stickers, but I'm not sure. And I started just playing around with those. That red one up by the word hello is a sticker. I have not glued that down yet. I wasn't exactly sure. But you guys know me. Once I kind of like a little something, I just start gluing it down. I don't move things around too much. I think that could be why I scrapbook so fast as well. Maybe because I just kind of go for it with my clusters, but I started to build this cluster down here. And with my flowers, a lot of you might know if you're new here, what I like to do is add a little bit of foam tape along the edges, like maybe behind the leaves or whatever petals are on the edges. Like you'll see me doing it here. I just put it on both the sides. And then that main part I will glue down. A lot of times I'll use a glue dot because it's got a it's pretty strong adhesive. So I went ahead and I liked that word hello. That was a sticker. I apologize if you can hear my son running through the house right now. Just part of the times, right? So I kind of liked the way it said hello busy bee. I kind of liked that being my title. So I am going to leave that there, or put that there. And what I'm doing here is I have this little strawberry sticker. And one thing I really like about this sticker sheet is there are a lot of really tiny images and stickers, hearts, flowers, all kinds of things. And I thought that was really cool because they really filled up the sticker sheet. You can tell that I've used up a ton of that sticker sheet. So that is working out really well. And I think by the time I'm done using this collection, I do make sure to use all the tiny stickers. I don't think I used that orange, but I put the strawberry there because, I don't know, bees kind of pollinate our fruits and vegetables as well, so I kind of liked it. Plus it brought that red that's up in that cluster in the top left down to the bottom right. And since I put the strawberry there, I figured, I might as well use up one of these lemon stickers, and you might have seen me tuck it in behind the word hello. So now I'm just adding a few more stickers. And and I also thought that that lemon kind of brought out the yellow color up there as well. You're going to see me, the one thing I struggled with mostly with this, sorry, my squeaky chair. I'll try to hold still. I really struggle. I try to add something to the bottom left hand to kind of give it a triangle or that third cluster. I don't end up making anything. You're going to see me a few times trying to put something there and it just doesn't work. So now what I'm doing, since I don't have a whole lot of stickers and ephemera pieces left, I thought I would try using my punches and making a butterfly. And you're going to see an epic fail here. I had this butterfly that I punched, and I thought they were cute, but I thought they were just a little plain. So I thought maybe I'll just doodle on it and see what happens. And yeah, this turns out to be super ugly, but I didn't use that, by the way. I did not like the way that that turned out. So yeah, that was worth the try. I will say I've been watching Nicole Bingaman's videos here on YouTube. She is a friend of mine, and she is really good about using her die cuts and her punches. And I've noticed that when I'm using a collection, I tend to think just that collection and I forget to pull other things out. So I will leave a link to her channel below. She's using another collection. She's like totally killing collections lately and using them up, and I just can't do that. I can only do it till I get bored. But she inspired me, so I thought I'm going to pull out a punch. So that is another reason I'm using this butterfly punch. So I did the plain butterfly, and I thought they're kind of plain. So then I thought I'm going to see what they look like maybe with a piece of vellum. So when I was going through my little folder of vellum, I had that polka dot vellum, and so I punched some out with that. My original thought was I would punch a smaller piece of vellum out to go on the larger purple butterfly, but for some reason I ended up just doing it the same size, and I liked it. And so I'm going to get a mini glue dot here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And the mini glue dot ended up being more visible than it usually is, and so I kind of didn't like that. And then I decide, okay, so I like the way the butterfly looks, but I wasn't keen on the mini dot in the middle, so I just took one of the smaller butterflies that I had punched, and it's a lot smaller, so you can still see the rest of the butterfly. And I'm going to show you here, I kind of pulled up the vellum wings, and I'm going to glue it, and it looks really cute. I do have still shot photos at the end where you can see both of these butterflies. I'm going to do 2 of them to go in each of the clusters, and I was really happy to, and you can see I'm just using up this alphabet paper. That letter Z I would probably never use. I can't remember what was on the other side, but I wasn't worried about it because, you know, I'm getting down to whatever was on the other side. It just wasn't one of my favorite patterns or something like that. But I'm just using the pinks and colors from here. And when I was done with this collection, all those letters that I had left over, I did punch out more shapes to do more things with in future layouts. So, I'm making another butterfly now, and again, I did it the same way, and I'm just showing you there. However, I made this one pink. I was thinking it'd be cool to have a couple different colors of butterflies. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a yellow one, and I'm going to do it basically the same way. And the yellow, okay, so the pink is basically lost on that pattern paper. The yellow is going to be the same way. I don't think I actually get all the way through with putting the yellow one together because I wasn't really sure, so I wanted to check. So I think I'm going to halfway put it together here, and then I'm going to put it on the layout and realize right away that it's not going to look very good. And so I am going to do another one. I think it's like a purple blue color. I'm not really sure if it's blue or purple, so call it whatever you want. But yep, I'm going right back here, and I'm going to use the same color that I did at the bottom because I knew I really liked the way that one turned out. So I figured this one would turn out just as well. And I'm going to make the butterfly the exact same way. I'm just punching it out, and I'm using, that is a Martha Stewart punch I've had forever. I love the fact that you get a few different sizes. I'm going to have to punch some more of the vellum, but I also got some of my vellum used up. I have so much vellum that just sits there and I never think about using too, so that was kind of nice. And then I'm going to glue the last little butterfly. I think I lost him for a minute there. And there you go. I have my second butterfly. Again, I have still shot photos. The only thing I wish I hadn't done is I did add at the very end, I put some Nuvo crystal drops in all the flowers. And then I thought I would go ahead and put the Nuvo drops in the middle of the butterflies to be like the butterfly body. And I don't like that. You guys can see at the end in the photos at the end if you guys think it looks okay. I think it's okay, and there's nothing I can do about it now anyway, so it is what it is. But when it comes to fussy cutting, I really don't mind fussy cutting sometimes. It depends on what I'm doing. I try not to do it in videos too much so you guys don't get bored, but this was just quick. And those scissors right there, I will tell you, I struggle with cutting things. If I didn't have those scissors, I wouldn't be able to cut things out because my hands just hurt. So if you struggle with fussy cutting things, I will try to find a link to those and I will leave it below, but those are great scissors for fussy cutting. So I was just playing around, and since I couldn't add anything to the bottom left that looked right to me, I decided to try and see this flower, what it would look like on the very right hand side of the page, almost like it was coming off of the page. And I put it down. I loved it right away. It didn't take me any time to decide that I wanted to have that there. I did feel like there was a little space right next to the butterfly, so I just quickly fussy cut out another piece. They're just like a cluster of those purpley flowers. So, and I added that there. And then I wanted to try the same thing up here on the top left. And I put this one that I had previously fussy cut out. And again, I did add some foam tape under some of the leaves, and the flowers are glued flat. And I put it so it was going off the page up there. So I really like how that looks. I did still feel like maybe underneath, I thought I would try this one. I'm going to take a minute to fussy cut this piece out. I didn't end up, I just felt like it needed something right, even anywhere along the left, but maybe even close to that cluster, but I just couldn't get anything to work, and I tried. So I'm okay with the way it turned out, though. Sorry to make you have to sit here and watch me fussy cut that, but that's okay. I'm trying to think of anything else I did on this layout. I do know that I did add a white, a pink, and a red enamel dot in 3 different places on the layout. So you can see there, on the film, on the camera, it really doesn't look too bad. But when I was doing the layout at the time, I just didn't like it. So, and I actually think I like it better without. So my layout kind of just has a diagonal. It doesn't have clusters of 3s, although with the enamel dots, they are in a cluster of 3. You can see there's the butterfly there and the rest of the layout. So thank you for joining me. Again, I will leave the links to my little scrapbook store below and to their online crop. And join in on their challenges. You have till May 17th to put them in to be entered to win a prize. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.